our official Brad Fowler just told us that we're starting with a administrative technical because the lineups were not in the book at the start of the game, and so it was against Eastern New Mexico. Well, we haven't had that called for a while.
I've never even seen that before, Jack. I thought everybody got that taken care of before the game.
They're supposed to. So Sean Buchanan will start the game with a technical foul shot. Sean is making 83% of his free throws this year, and so that's a step up from last year. Sean's throw is front iron, back glass, and good, so the seal is broken, and we have not played a second. Now we'll have the center jump.
I've never even seen this before. I didn't know that they still jumped the ball up after that, too.
I wondered about that, too, but all right. Eli Chua and Chukuka Emili step into the Cyclops. Ronnie Hernandez clips the ball, and the tip goes back to Sean Buchanan, and our game is underway. Aggies up 1-0. Buchanan in the front court facing the man-to-man defense. Left of the lane for Henry. Henry's three is not good, and rebound cleared on the weak side by the Greyhounds. Coming back, it's Maurice Coleman. Coleman met out in front by Buchanan. Coleman to the left elbow. Gets the ball to Emili. Feed down low, back to Coleman. Coleman head fake on Cham. Shot blocked partially, I think, by Chua. Not good. Rebound cleared by the Aggies. Back comes Sean Buchanan. Buchanan left of the lane. Lobs baseline left for Chua. Chua looks back outside, still holding the ball. Puts it on the floor. Hook shot in close. Good. Now Eli was looking around that time. Hawk, was he in a pass first mode?
I think so, and I was going to say I wish Eli would be more aggressive in those situations when he catches the ball down low.
Outside with the basketball, Parker. Were you done with your thought?
No, I was going to say I think he's a very good scorer down there. He has to be more aggressive and then create for others after he creates for himself.
Maybe a little more selfish.
Right.
A little bit. 3-point shot from Parker, good, and the game is tied 3-3 as Zach Parker connects from the outside. Buchanan baseline right for Chua, off to Henry. In the left corner to Cham. Cham's three should air ball. Third by Terrell Brown. Brown puts up a three, and the Bay Area Bomber connects with the 6-3 Aggies. Back come the Greyhounds, Zach Coleman, or the Maurice Coleman out of backcourt. Coleman right of the lane to Emili. Emili wants to back it in, shoots and scores over Chua. So it's a 6-5 Aggie lead. Buchanan on the move for the Aggies. Aggies don't have A.J. Harris tonight. He's got a tender ankle. The left corner, the ball goes to Cham. Back outside to Buchanan. Head of the circle to Henry. Henry holding the ball. Now feeds left of the lane for Cham. Left corner for Buchanan. Aggies trying to find a seam in the defense. Driving Terrell Brown. Scoops up a layup. Not good. Rebound tipped out to Henry. Back outside Buchanan. Left side Brown. Open for another three. Yes. Terrell Brown has 6 on a pair of threes. And now he is 10 of 19 this year from beyond the three-point arc.
Wow, he's lighting it up this year.
Yeah, he can hit from long range. Coleman to the right elbow to Emili. Emili hands the ball off to Murphy. Murphy puts up a three. It's not good. Long rebound comes out to Henry. Now back to Buchanan. Aggies up 9-5. Buchanan left of the lane. Now comes around a screen from Brown. Feeds cross court to Henry, out on top for Cham. Aggies reverse it back left side for Buchanan. Buchanan holding the ball, free throw line extended left side. Shot clock at 13. Buchanan penetrate, but then shoots over Coleman. Shot not good. Rebound cleared by the Greyhounds. Emili in front court to Parker. Back now to Coleman. And Maurice Coleman picked up outside by Chua. Shoots the three from the right side and hits it. So the Aggies getting a game early on here from the Greyhounds. 9-8 Aggies lead.
It's kind of what we expected too.
Feed goes outside to Cham, and Cham is fouled as the ball gets to him by Sawyer. Coming on now for New Mexico State is C.J. Bobbitt and Keon Jones. So Bobbitt replaces Muhammad Cham. Jones on for Henry. The foul is the first on the Greyhounds and the first on Zach Parker. Terrell Brown to put it in play from the far boundary. Gets the ball from official Ryan McDaniel. Inbounds to Buchanan. Buchanan picked up outside by Nick Brown. Nick Brown came on with the last dead ball for the Greyhounds. Bobbitt outside, left lane for Chua. Now to Buchanan. Penetrates, stumbles, feeds back outside for Terrell Brown. His three, good. 3 for 3 for the Bay Area Bomber. Aggies 12, Greyhounds 8.
Looks like Terrell might be trying to set a record tonight, Jack.
I think the record, I'll check when we get to a break, is 7 threes in a game. I will double check that. Out in front, the ball goes to Kuwani. Kuwani feeds back now to Brown. To Isaiah Murphy. Murphy drives in the paint. A collision inside and a charging foul called on Isaiah Murphy. On Murphy, that's number 1. And that's the second on the Greyhounds. And we've got a timeout on the Sesparo scoreboard. Welcome back to the Pan Am Center. New Mexico State University taking on Eastern New Mexico. 12-8. Aggies 4 of 8 from the floor. Eastern 3 of 5. Aggies have 4 rebounds. Eastern 2. And each team with 2 points in the paint. And that'll be our Johnston's Ace Hardware Trivia Quiz question, Hawk. What's the most threes made by an Aggie in this building? Most three, or let's just leave it. Well, it's the same. Most threes by an Aggie in a game here in this building, and 2 players hold that record. So that's our Johnston's Ace Hardware Trivia Quiz question. Learn more about the power of your co-op membership from your local New Mexico Touchstone Energy Cooperative, Central New Mexico Electric, and Mountain Air. And Sean Buchanan going to bring the ball back for New Mexico State. Ivan Arequetsea on the court now for the Aggies. Keon Jones has it left of the lane. Out on top for Bobbitt. Right of the lane for Terrell Brown. Brown goes to his left. Now feeds top of the circle for Bobbitt. Bobbitt a 3 straight on. Off the back iron, not good. Ivan with the rebound. Takes it back up in close. Shot not good. Again, the ball is volleyballed out. And a stoppage of play as an Eastern New Mexico player is on the court, standing up now. Eastern will have the ball when we come back. And see if he's going to stay on the court. Apparently so. Player who was injured was Maurice Coleman, but he's up. And he'll stay on the court. Eastern got the rebound on the missed shot, and the Aggies now will show pressure. Bobbitt pivots after facing the inbound passer. Eastern finally gets the ball in bounds, and it goes into Coleman. Coleman brings the ball across the timeline. Picked up by Terrell Brown. Goes left of the lane, and we're going to have a foul called on Terrell. On Terrell Brown, that is number 1. It's the first on the Aggies. And it occurred on the drive, and so Eastern will put the ball in play from the near boundary. Isaiah Murphy to put it in play. Now Sean Buchanan comes on. He'll replace Terrell Brown. Brown could play the point or the one of the 2. Ball goes inbounds to Emili and taken away by Keon Jones. Back come the Aggies. Jones, pass deflected out of bounds, and it'll belong to the Aggies. Jojo Zamora on the court now as well. Let's see if Jojo can break out of that little offensive slump he seems to be in here early on. Buchanan will put it in play from the right corner. Greyhounds in a man-to-man throughout this game. Inbounds to Keon Jones. Shot blocked by Emili. Hands the ball off to Coleman. Fast break pass deflected. And disrupting the pass, Keon Jones. The Aggies did not have possession of the ball, but excellent hustle by Jones to get back to deflect the pass.
And on the other end, that was a good display of the athleticism we were talking about by Eastern New Mexico right there with the block shot by Emili.
Inbounds to Emili. Now to Coleman, drives free throw line. Back to Murphy. Murphy takes it baseline right. Kicks it in the left corner to Kuwani. Down to Coleman. Shot blocked again. Coleman gets it outside. Right of the lane, a jumper on the way, and good from Nick Brown. Brown went 0 for 5 from beyond the three-point arc at UTEP. He connects on that one, and it's a 12-8 New Mexico State lead. Brown gets 3. Buchanan out on top for Bobbitt. Bobbitt holding the ball between the circles, takes it right of the lane to Buchanan. Aggies lead is 1, 12-11, and a foul off the ball called on Eastern New Mexico's Deng Kuwani. Kuwani, a 6'7 junior from Melbourne, Australia, has his first foul. And so the Aggies will inbound the ball from the right of the basket. Aggies up 12-11. Buchanan waiting. Inbounds pass, lob back out of bounds. as Eastern New Mexico came to play.
They definitely did. I mean, we expected for this to happen. I think the Aggies can, even though the Eastern New Mexico is athletic, I think we're still a little bit bigger. I think we should go inside a little bit more here.
Buchanan will put it in bounds from the right side. It goes into Keon. Keon brings it back out on top. Returns the ball to Sean Buchanan. 14:30 to go in this first half. Aggies lead is 1. Bobbitt puts it on the floor, left of the lane. Now feeds the ball to Zamora. Zamora, 12-footer, comes out. Rebound tipped away from Yvonne, recovered by Eastern. On the fly into front court comes Coleman. Maurice Coleman, a junior from Richmond, Virginia, has had 14 assists in the last 4 games. He is their playmaker. Picked up outside by Yvonne. Now left the lane, it goes to Nick Brown. Brown to the free throw line. Driving in the paint, and layup is not good. Inside from Kawani. Rebound tipped out, recovered by Bobbitt. Aggies on the break. Bobbitt to Zamora. Layup with the left hand. Won't go down. JoJo cannot buy a basket. And a foul on the rebound as Sawyer's knocked to the deck. Foul is called on the Aggies, C.J. Bobbitt.
Yeah, JoJo's been struggling lately. It's tough when that happens, but he has to stick to it. He's taking good shots there. Eventually, they'll start to fall.
Exactly. I mean, his layups, things like that. It's just one of the maybe he's not holding his mouth right. It's something like that.
Something is going up, but I've seen him working on his game. He'll get out of this slump here.
Just takes a little time. Bringing the ball back now is Sherrod for Eastern New Mexico. Sherrod out on top for Sawyer. Sawyer left of the lane to Zach Parker. Parker guarded by Clayton Henry, brings the ball down the lane, knocked away by Chua, stolen by Buchanan. Lead pass for JoJo, inside with the left hand. Oh, won't go down again. Chua the rebound, back to Buchanan. Now to Henry. Henry outside is fouled as too aggressive that time, Sawyer, and that's 2 on Sawyer. And on Eastern, that is their 4th team foul.
You know, one thing I look at, Jack, when guys are in a slump is their body language. And JoJo, you know, from here it looks like he has great body language. He's confident in himself still. He's not dropping his head. So I'm very confident that he'll get out of this here soon.
Well, I know that in basketball, shooters, if they get into a slump, they think it's something wrong with the ball. if they're real shooters, yeah.
I might have used that excuse before as well.
Well, it would make sense in your case. The inbounds pass is deflected, but that's the kind of attitude you have to have when to break out of that slump.
Sure.
And keep your mechanics right.
Got to remain confident.
Buchanan left of the lane to JoJo Zamora. Feeds baseline for Chua. 12 on the shot clock. Chua in the middle of a layup. It finally falls for JoJo. So the Aggies boost their lead to 14-11. Zamora with his first points of the night. Driving into front court, Sherrod, picked up by Buchanan. Sherrod out in front, now to Pullum. And an offensive foul called on Maldonado. On Maldonado, that's number 1. Isaac Maldonado, a senior from Albuquerque Cibola, picks up the foul. Mohammed Cham comes back on. And Derrick Henry takes a seat. A.J. Harris not playing tonight. He's got a tender ankle. And A.J. Henry did not leave. He's going to inbound the ball. Aggies have Chua, Zamora, Henry, Buchanan, and Mohammed Cham on the court. And Buchanan brings the ball across the timeline, takes it right of the lane. Baseline feed for Eli, shot blocked inside. Rebound cleared by Sherrod. Outlet pass to Parker. He's back to Kawani. Kawani brings it in close. His layup is not good. Henry the rebound for the Aggies. Aggies go the other way, up 14-11. Right of the lane for Buchanan. Right corner, JoJo. His 3 is good.
There it goes. He's just remaining confident, shooting the same shots. They got to fall sometime.
5 unanswered points now by Zamora. Aggies lead 17-11. Sherrod drives in the middle. Shot right side. Not good from Kawani. Rebound cleared by the Aggies. Back comes Sean Buchanan. Lob baseline for Chua. All alone lays it in. Aggies getting the drop on the Greyhounds now, and Eastern coach Trace Segler is going to take a timeout. 12:05 left in this first half, and the Aggies lead 19-11 on the Cisparo scoreboard. Aggie shooting 39% from the floor, Hawk. I attribute that to the active Eastern New Mexico defense. Your thoughts?
Yes, I agree with you, Jack. There's been a couple shots blocked down there. But the Aggies still, they're doing well. They're still getting in the lane. They're shooting 4 for 7 from 3. I'm glad they're shooting better from the three-point lines since that St. Mary's game. So
yeah.
Just got to stick with the same shots. They fall.
Eastern inbounds the ball, goes to Coleman. Aggies showing pressure. Now they back it off as Buchanan will wait for Coleman in front court. We got an update from Kansas City we'll tell you about in just a second. Driving left side is Kawani. Kawani stops down low and feeds back outside finally to Coleman, taken away by the Aggies. Zamora the steal. JoJo drives back to Buchanan. Buchanan to Muhammad Cham. Now back to Sean Buchanan. Buchanan brings it inside. His layup is not good. And the rebound goes out of bounds to Eastern. With 13:30 to go in the game in Kansas City, the K-Roos lead Drake 44-35 in a battle of Midwestern teams. Drake from Des Moines. And both future Aggie opponents. Up court comes Kawani as the Aggies showing press. To Parker, his three from the right side, not good. Rebound cleared by Kawani. Back outside to Coleman. Left of the lane, a three-point shot is an air ball cleared by Chua. Chua gets some room and gets the ball outside to Henry. Left corner for Zamora is another three from JoJo, not good. Tipped by Cham and lost out of bounds, touched last by Eastern. 11:17 to go in this opening half. And here's Johnny. Johnny McCants making his first appearance tonight. You had a hunch that might happen.
Yes, I did. I reached out to my inside sources, Jack. Still got a little bit of pull around here.
Oh, you got a lot of pull. You got more connections than a plumber, Hawk. 19-11. Aggies lead. Johnny McCants on the court for the first time this year. Buchanan inbounds to Zamora. Zamora, a little soft 10-footer, not good. Gets his own rebound. Tries again. Rebound cleared now by Eastern. On the fly comes Parker. And off to Kawani. Layup not good. Players hit the deck, and a foul is going to be called on New Mexico State. It's on Sean Buchanan. That's Buchanan's first. And now Terrell Brown will come back on after this first free throw attempt. At the free throw line for Eastern is Isaiah Murphy. Murphy, a 78% free throw shooter. And his first throw is front iron back glass and good. Terrell Brown comes on for Sean Buchanan. And Murphy, who had 2 points and 2 rebounds at UTEP, will have one more free throw attempt. 19-12, Aggies lead. Murphy's next attempt is also good. And Terrell Brown will bring the Aggies back. Brown, Chua, McCants, Henry, and JoJo Zamora on the court. Terrell Brown around a screen from Zamora, takes it left of the lane. Dribbles back to his right. Comes down the lane, dishes off to Henry. Finger roll not good. Chua the rebound, sticks it back in. Eli stuck his nose in that time, got the rebound, and uses the glass for 2. Coleman takes it right of the lane, now picks up his dribble. Bounce pass to Kawani. McCants on him defensively. Kawani comes in the lane, shoots over Johnny. Hook shot not good. Chua the rebound. Outlet pass to Terrell Brown. Snaps the pass to Henry in front court to McCants. Back outside Brown, a 3 straight on. Yes, that's 4.
And that was great basketball right there. Push the ball ahead. Johnny with the great basketball play inside out. That's exactly what Coach Jans wants to see.
Aggies up 24-13. Our Johnston's Ace Hardware Trivia Quiz question. What's the most threes scored by an Aggie in this building? Inside the ball is knocked away by McCants on the floor. It's still rolling free. And diving for it, McCants and Terrell Brown. I believe there's a tie-up. And no, it's a foul. Oh, no. It is a foul. And it's on, we said number 11. So it's on Chukuka Emili. And that is his first. And the 6th on Eastern. Jabari Rice comes on now. This is the first time we've seen Jabari tonight. Jabari coming off a pretty good game as far as scoring at UNM, 7 points. Also had 4 rebounds. Terrell Brown in front court, takes the ball left of the lane to Henry. Henry hands the ball off to Jabari Rice. The high post to McCants. The right elbow now to Yvonne. 9:50 to go first half. Aggies lead 24-13. Left of the lane to McCants. Out in front, Brown. Another three. No. McCants misses the dunk. Rebound cleared by Parker. And Parker brings the Greyhounds back, picked up by Rice. Brings it inside. Shot partially blocked, I think, by Yvonne. Goes out of bounds. That's the Aggies' ball. Aggies really playing hard on defense as well, Hawk.
They are. This is something that Coach Jans preaches every day. It's one of the staples of this program. Playing hard, being active on defense.
Coleman inbounds the ball, and it goes outside to Parker. Back left of the lane to Coleman. Gets a screen from Emili. Keeps driving. Now it's cut off by Yvonne. Back to Emili. His three is short, and the rebound goes out of bounds. Touched last by Eastern. So NMSU will bring it back. Our Johnston's Ace Hardware Trivia Quiz question: what's the most number of threes hit by an individual Aggie in this building? We'll give you the answer in the second half. Right now, Terrell Brown has 4. Brown right of the lane to Rice. Jabari around a screen from McCants, feeds back to Johnny. Johnny, a little head fake, now puts up a 3, and he hits it. I don't know how many of those we'll see from Johnny this year, but he made that one. McAllister drives back for Eastern. Shot blocked by Johnny. Rice the breakaway. Here comes Jabari Rice, and he jams. Aggies up now 27-13.
I think Johnny has that in his game, Jack. I've known Johnny for a long time, since he was, he's still a little kid to me, but since he was in high school here on Yate, he's been able to knock shots down before.
Aggies up 29-13. Right of the lane, the ball goes to Murphy. Now out on top for Emili. To Coleman. Coleman chased defensively by Yvonne. Returns the ball to Emili. Finger roll layup is good. And a charge. Johnny draws the Purple Heart. Emili the charge. And they will disallow the basket. So Emili now has 2 fouls. McAllister takes a seat. Kawani comes on, and Isaac Maldonado comes back on for Eastern. Maldonado playing with a kind of a guard on his nose. And back comes Terrell Brown for the Aggies, who lead 29-13. Left of the lane to Yvonne. Yvonne head of the circle to Jabari Rice. Takes the ball left of the lane. Now back to Yvonne. Yvonne in close. Hook shot. Oh, halfway down it comes out. Fouled on the shot. And the personal is called on Maldonado. That's his second. Yvonne Arecoechea will have 2 free throws. His field goal percentage this year, 67%. He knows his range, Hawk.
He definitely works for his position down low, and he has nice footwork and great touch around the rim.
He makes his first free throw. Yvonne, a 70% free throw shooter. Aggies now a 30-13 lead, and I believe the Aggies are on a 13-point run. That's not official. And Yvonne's next throw is good. Aggies up now 31-13. Aggies 3 of 3 at the free throw line tonight. Pressure in Kawani. Back now to Coleman. Coleman away from McCants. Picked up by Jabari Rice. And Coleman backing up to the midcourt line. Takes the ball right of the lane. Rice stays with it. Now Coleman takes it left of the lane. Bounce pass to Kawani. Kawani puts up a 3 and hits it. So Dane Kawani from Melbourne stops the Aggie point run. Now a 31-16 New Mexico State lead. Brown right of the lane for Henry. Henry uses his dribble, gets the ball back to Terrell Brown. Aggies will not be able to put A.J. Harris on the court tonight. I'll tell you why in a second. Out in front, it goes to McCants. Another 3 from Johnny. Off the back iron, not good. Rebound tipped out by Rice, but he's going to be called for a foul. Harris has a tender ankle, and he will not play tonight. Foul on Jabari is his first. And we've got a timeout of the Sesbaro scoreboard, and the Aggies had a 12-point run there that got him to this point in the game.
Something I see here on the stat sheet, Jack, is very impressive. No turnovers. They've got more because of the no turnovers, forcing Eastern into 6 of them. They've got 30 attempts on the basket to Eastern 16.
That is impressive. Very hard to go through a half or even 12 minutes of a half without one. Aggies dialed in. That's a good sign. Inbounds to Coleman. Aggies showing pressure in backcourt. Brown and McCants trapping him. Bounce pass goes to Nick Brown. Nick Brown back to Coleman. Coleman crosses the timeline. Terrell Brown all over him. Coleman between the circles. Gets a screen from Maldonado, takes it left of the lane, now back to Maldonado. Baseline right, the ball goes to Kawani. Kawani pivots, and a traveling violation called by Ronnie Hernandez. And so the Aggies get it back for Eastern. They have committed 7 turnovers now. Johnny McCants takes his seats, and he's replaced by C.J. Bobbitt. 6:59 to go in this first half. Aggies leading 31-16. Brown left of the lane for Henry. Bounce pass out top for Bobbitt. Bobbitt dogged by Kawani. Takes it left of the lane to Henry. In the left corner to Brown. Now to Rice, shot blocked. And the rebound cleared by Coleman. Coleman back on Jabari Rice. Bounce pass left of the lane. Kawani gets it, and they go over and back. As Coleman was stepping, we had 1 foot in backcourt, one on the midcourt line. It's a turnover number 8 for Eastern. Aggies get it back. Clayton Henry to put it in play. Aggies up 31-16. Both teams very active tonight. Terrell Brown left of the lane to Henry. Now top of the circle for Jabari Rice. Rice goes back to his left. And left of the lane, right of the lane rather, goes to Terrell Brown. Brown returns the ball to Bobbitt, has the ball knocked away. There's the first turnover, and back comes Coleman. Tipped away by Rice and picked up by Bobbitt. And Bobbitt loses it again. The ball goes out of bounds to the Aggies. So even though the Aggies turn it over, good hustle to get it back. And now Eli Chua comes back on, also Keon Jones. And they replace Auricoitzea and Rice. And Barrick Jean-Louis wants to enter as well. So this is Barrick's first time on the court. He'll replace Clayton Henry. So Coach Jan's able to get some players into the mix a little earlier than usual tonight.
Right, and that's always a good thing, for the coach to be able to put some of the young guys in, guys who haven't had a chance to play as much this year. You never know if you're going to need them down the stretch.
Very true. Brown left of the lane for Jean-Louis, out on top for Keon Jones. Wants to get the ball to Bobbitt, and the ball was deflected by Kawani. Eastern, I'm very impressed with their defense.
Right,
it's a much stronger D2 defense than what we usually see.
For sure, they're a lot more athletic than most D2 schools. They play hard. They really get into passing lanes.
Hard to see how they're 1-4, frankly. Driving the paint, Jean-Louis, and as he drives, he is fouled. And so I believe it's Murphy who picks up the foul. And Barrick will get a 1-1. Foul on Murphy is his second, and it's the 9th team foul. So Barrick Jean-Louis will try his first free throw as an Aggie. Barrick was the Tampa Area Player of the Year in high school. He's from Lehigh Acres, Florida. First free throw is good, so he earns the bonus. Aggies 4 of 4 at the free throw line, and Sean Buchanan comes on for Terrell Brown. Aggies up 32-16. Glad to have you with us tonight, wherever you might be tuned in, on the TuneIn app or on the Aggie Sports Network, or perhaps the live stream. We welcome you one and all. Next free throw not good from Jean-Louis. Kawani the rebound. Back now to Coleman. Coleman picked up by Buchanan. Goes to his right. Buchanan stays with him. Back left of the lane. Feed goes to Isaiah Murphy. Murphy comes down the lane, collides with Chua. Hook shot is good. Eli did his best to try to draw the charge that time. Just couldn't get the call.
Yeah, I love Eli, but I think I don't think he stood all the way in there on that one.
A little more Hollywood than Redlands that time.
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay. Bobbitt drives free throw line, tries to get inside for Jean-Louis, knocked away, and back come the Greyhounds. Driving coast to coast, Parker. Parker's shot not good, but he's fouled on the shot. And the foul is called on the Aggies, C.J. Bobbitt. That's 2 on Bobbitt. And Mohammed Cham wants to come on for him. Rather, Parker's the man at the free throw line. Darius Parker had 12 points this year against St. Edwards, and he makes his first free throw. Parker's not missed a free throw this year, and in fact, neither team has missed a free throw tonight. Aggies 4 of 4, Eastern now 3 of 3. Aggies lead 32-19 on the Sbarro scoreboard. And Parker's next throw is good. And the ball eludes Keon Jones. And Keon will put it in play to Sean Buchanan. Aggies have Buchanan, Jones, Eli Chua, Muhammad Cham, and Barrick Jean-Louis on the court. Johnny McCants has played tonight, so Johnny's back ready to go the rest of the year. Right of the lane now, it's Chua. Chua holds the ball outside in the middle for Keon Jones. 5:03 to go in this first half. Aggies leading 32-20. As the ball goes right of the lane to Cham, a foul is called on Eastern, and it's on Deng Kawani.
And Johnny played tonight, Jack, and I think he played well when he was in there. Brought a lot of energy into the game, diving on the floor, knocked down a three. He's looked good. I think he's going to bring another element to the team that's been missing.
Well, athleticism for one, and he did not look hesitant. Free throw good for Cham. A lot of times after you have an injury, athlete or otherwise, you're a little reluctant to test it, but Johnny had no fear, at least in the few minutes he was out there.
That's true, and I saw he looked a little winded, but that's normal.
Yeah.
Those sprints, and it's not the same as being out here and it's live action.
Second free throw good for Cham. 34-20 Aggies lead. Coleman back to Parker. Parker a three straight on, not good. Rebound cleared by Muhammad, and Cham outlet pass to Buchanan. Aggies come back up 34-20. Feed right side for Jean-Louis, drives the lane, and a blocking foul on Eastern as Barrick drove the lane, lost the ball, but then made contact inside. And the personal called on Eastern's Maurice Coleman. And on Coleman, that's number 1. Maldonado, Kawani, Murphy, and Sawyer each have 2 fouls for the Greyhounds. C.J. Bobbitt has 2 fouls for the Aggies. And Jean-Louis will be shooting 2 free throws. Barrick's first attempt is not good. Barrick now 1 for 3 as a team. The Aggies tonight 6 of 8. 34-20, New Mexico State the lead. And Jean-Louis' second throw is good, so he equals his personal point best as an Aggie with 2. With 4:43 to go in this first half. Up court comes Parker for Eastern. Drives right side, shoots over a double team and gets it. Parker determined to shoot that one.
He definitely was. A nice shot, though. Nice and soft off the glass.
35-22 Aggies lead. Buchanan. Left corner for Cham. Cham's three is good. Muhammad Cham with 5. Aggies 38. Eastern 22. And back comes Maurice Coleman for Eastern. Coleman takes the ball left of the lane. Now still staying outside as Eastern kind of running to weave away from the ball. Feed goes to the free throw line for Maldonado. Jumper is not good. Rebound cleared by the Aggies. Muhammad Cham the rebound. Muhammad 9 points and 9 rebounds in Albuquerque last Saturday. And gets the ball to Buchanan. Drives inside. Kicks it right corner for Jean-Louis. 3 is not good. Rebound cleared by Eastern. And now taken away by the Aggies, and a basket scored inside. And a foul. The foul is called. I want to get it right. The basket was scored by Keon Jones, and he was fouled by Isaac Maldonado, and we've got a timeout. What's the stat sheet tell you this time, Hawk?
More of the same. Aggies have 3 turnovers now, but they forced Eastern into 9. They're winning the glass, getting 17-14, but 7 offensive rebounds, which is giving them extra possessions, and they're knocking down their free throws.
Aggies doing a good job at the free throw line tonight, as they are, 7 of 8?
7 of 9.
7 of 9. And they'll have Keon Jones at the free throw line for 1 attempt. Keon stole the ball from an Eastern player, then made the basket. He was fouled and turned by Isaac Maldonado, and Maldonado now has 3 personal fouls. And Keon, who's missed his only free throw attempt this year, will have 1. Keon did not play last year against Eastern New Mexico either. A.J. Harris not playing tonight. He's got a tender ankle. And 1 more free throw for Keon, and it is good. So he completes the 3-point play. And the Aggies are up 41-22. Clayton Henry comes on, and he replaces Keon Jones. Keon is really trimmed down. He said the secret was he quit eating junk food.
That'll do it for you.
Yeah, and just started eating much better. Aggies press. It's broken by a pass in the front court to Nick Brown. Back outside now to Kewanee. Right of the lane to Coleman. Aggies up 41-22, 3:30 to go in this first half on the Sesbaro scoreboard. Right of the lane to Brown, puts a move on Jean Louis. Outside now to Murphy. Murphy's three is not good, but he's fouled by Sean Buchanan. Buchanan now has 2 fouls. And Johnny McCants, JoJo Zamora, Ivan Arecoitzea, and Terrell Brown will come back on after the first free throw attempt by Isaiah Murphy. Utah Valley beat Long Beach State tonight, 87-72. And at the free throw line for 2, Isaiah Murphy. Rather 3, I believe, as he was beyond the three-point arc. He makes his first. Murphy 3 of 3 at the stripe, 5 points total. Kansas City and Drake are tied up 52 apiece. And Georgia Tech leads UTRGV at halftime, 42-11. Murphy's next throw not good. And now Ivan Zamora, JoJo Zamora, Johnny McCants, and Terrell Brown come on. Wholesale substitution for Chris Jans. Aggies could do that this year. They could sub 4 guys out, and there's really not much of a drop-off.
There really isn't. All these guys, they're all interchangeable. They do a lot of the same things, but there's no drop-off. Coach Jans does a good job of coaching them up on the defensive end first, which is the main thing, and they do a good job playing together.
Murphy's next free throw is good. Aggies 41 and the Greyhounds 24. Aggies 3-1 on the year. Eastern New Mexico 1-4. And back comes Terrell Brown. Brown right of the lane to McCants. Ball deflected out of bounds off Johnny. So it'll belong to Eastern. Open to the public, the NMSU Golf Course and the Players Grill offer daily specials for everyone. With their new Street Tacos menu, the chefs have created a favorable menu, creating creative ingredients and tasty handmade sauces. Visit nmsugolf.com for more information. Eastern in front court, Kewanee goes left of the lane for Coleman. Baseline feed tipped away by McCants, out of bounds. Touched last by Johnny, though, but again, great hustle by the young man from Oñate. Johnny suffered a broken foot after the trip to Spain, making his first appearance on the court tonight. Terrell Brown guarding the inbounds pass. It goes to Deng Kewanee. Kewanee drives on McCants. Inside shot blocked by Johnny, recovered by Ivan. Back now to Terrell Brown. Brown goes right of the lane. Brown left alone. Turns the ball outside to McCants. Now to Terrell. Free throw line extended right side. Lob pass inside, deflected by McAllister. And back comes Coleman. Chris Jans unhappy with that pass as he lets Brown know about it. Coleman takes it left of the lane. Now Coleman feeds right of the lane to Nick Brown. Brown 0 for 5 Monday night versus UTEP. He's 1-3 tonight. Drives in the paint. Feeds back in the left corner, and a 3-point shot on the way is good from the deep corner from Isaiah Murphy. Aggies 41, Eastern 27. Terrell Brown in the front court, dribbles around the screen from McCants. Brown hands the ball off to JoJo Zamora. Zamora stays right of the lane. Now left side they work it to McCants. Baseline feed to Ivan, and he's fouled by Bryce McAllister. McAllister, who stole the ball on a lazy pass earlier, gets the foul this time. And to the free throw line for 2 attempts, Ivan Arecoitzea, as Eastern New Mexico has put the Aggies into the double bonus. Ivan's been in double figures twice this year. This throw is not good. Ivan 2 points tonight, both at the free throw line. Garrick Sherrod now enters. Sherrod from Norfolk came in from the College of Marin, which is in Northern California. Next free throw from Ivan is good. Aggies 42, Greyhounds 27. And Sherrod will bring the ball up against Terrell Brown. Sherrod around the screen from McAllister is fouled outside by Brown. And now Terrell has 2 fouls. So for the Aggies, Buchanan has 2 fouls, Bobbitt 2 fouls, and now Terrell Brown 2. So the Aggies are, well, both point guards have 2 fouls. And Jabari Rice going to come on for NMSU.
I didn't agree with that foul, though, Jack. What do you think about that one?
Well, I didn't like it either. It didn't seem like there was a lot of contact, but I don't know. I'm wrong a lot, Hawk.
Well, now we get to see Jabari come on, and it looks like he's going to be playing a little bit of point guard. That should be good experience for him.
Yeah, Sherrod hits his first throw. Of course, the last call, if there's a little contact outside, that's always a foul. A lot of contact inside, not always a foul.
That does seem like that's how it goes. Either way, that's a tough one for the Aggies. Now both of our point guards in foul trouble.
Both free throws good for Sherrod. 42-29, Aggies lead. Zamora out on top for Rice, left of the lane to Clayton Henry. Henry feeds back out on top for Zamora, comes down the lane. Nice feed to Yvonne. Ball fake, head fake, hook shot, good.
I really like Yvonne's footwork and ball fakes and everything down low. He's very skilled. I guess being a European player is kind of normal.
Outside pass deflected by McCants. McCants the breakaway now to JoJo. Alley-oop lob. Here's Johnny! McCants' first slam dunk of the year. And the Aggies are up 46-29 on the Cisparos scoreboard. Although you said Johnny can knock down those threes, and we've seen that tonight. The fans love those slam dunks, Hawk.
They definitely do. And, Johnny being a local kid, he definitely brings a lot of energy. And those type of plays is going to electrify the Pan Am a lot for the next few years.
Johnny stays on the court with 1:17 left in this first half as Trace Sigler, the Eastern New Mexico coach, took the timeout. It's Zamora, McCants, Rice, Henry, and now Robert Brown on the court. Brown, the freshman redshirt from Dallas, making an appearance here in the first half. As Sherrod drives right side, Zamora stays in front of him, back to McAllister. McAllister drives baseline left out of Kawani. Kawani stumbles a little on his drive, puts up a free throw line jumper, too hard, rebound cleared by Henry, and the Aggies come back. Henry out of backcourt, takes the ball left of the lane, out in front to McCants, right side Rice. Rice fakes the three, penetrates, feeds back to McCants, left of the lane Henry, his three on the way, good! Clayton Henry's first field goal of the night, Aggies up 49-29. Inbounds pass bare-pawed back out of bounds by McCants. As Johnny kind of playing a one-man press that time.
I love it, Jack. Johnny is out here, first game back. He's going to be bring a big boost to this team.
Well, his athleticism, his enthusiasm, and of course, when you got all the pieces of the puzzle together, I think a team likes that as well. Teammates like that when everyone can go. Even though there might be competition in some spots. Three-point shot from Murphy, left side, not good. A real team will do that because you cheer for each other.
Sure, and this team seems like that's the type of team that they are. They're all together. Coach Jans plays all the guys, but they all root for each other. Nobody's pouting.
Zamora in front court, left corner for Henry. Another three from Henry, short. Rebound put back up and in by Jabari Rice, and that's halftime. A.J. Harris, a tender ankle, so that's why he's not playing tonight. Starters for the second half, Ivan Arecoitzea, Keon Jones, C.J. Bobbitt, Sean Buchanan, and Jabari Rice, so a completely different five than began the game. And although I'm not sure that the starters is that big a thing on this team, as so many players will play an equal amount of minutes. Pass right side deflected by Rice, out of bounds off of Isaiah Murphy for Eastern. So good hustle that time by the redshirt freshman from Houston. He wants to tuck his shirt in. And still getting that shirt tucked in. Now we're ready to go. Sean Buchanan will bring the ball back for New Mexico State. Buchanan, point guard, junior from Durant, Mississippi. He and his brother both played in the NCAAs last year. His brother plays at Murray State. Buchanan left of the lane for Jabari Rice. Free throw line extended left side, Bobbitt. Baseline feed for Yvonne. Yvonne, hook shot over his defender, scores. And the seal is broken in the second half.
His moves are so nice down low, Jack. I love his low post work.
He's sleek inside. Foul called defensively on Jabari Rice. On Jabari, that is 2. And you may have heard Coach Chris Jans explaining why the foul was called, because he was late. Inbounds to Sawyer for Eastern. Sawyer has a man go by him, holds on to the ball, returns the ball to Coleman. Sean Buchanan playing off him. Coleman takes the ball left of the lane, now picked up by Yvonne. Back outside, and the three-point shot not good from Sawyer. Rebound cleared by Keon Jones. Jones brings the Aggies back, takes it up the left boundary. Keon keeps his dribble alive, takes it right of the lane, still dribbling, brings it back outside to Buchanan. Ball is stolen by Isaiah Murphy. Murphy drives on Buchanan, gets around him, layup tried not good. Rebound cleared by Keon Jones. Pass ahead for Jabari Rice. Jabari takes it up the boundary, now back to Buchanan. To Bobbitt, right of the lane for Keon Jones. Bounce pass to Yvonne. Yvonne, baseline right against the double team, spins around his defender, and as he brings it down low, he's held. And it's the first foul of the second half on Eastern. Foul is called on Chukuka Emili. That's his second, first on the Greyhounds. And Buchanan to put it in play for the Aggies on the right of the unit. Bounce pass goes into Keon Jones. Three on the way. No. Yvonne the rebound, puts it back up, and his shot is not good, but he's fouled. And he is fouled by Emili, so that's 2 fouls in 10 seconds for Emili. You talked about Yvonne's footwork. He also has a flexible body, I would say, because he can bend, and he seems to be able to he's not stiff when he gets inside.
Right, and since he's been here, he's lost a lot of weight as well. His body looks,
yeah, he's lean.
Yes, nice and lean. He's a hard worker. Every time I see him, he's always one of the hardest working guys in the gym. So who knows? It might be that yoga program that they've been having the guys on nowadays.
Maybe so. I'm told that's very beneficial for that. Yvonne makes one of 2 free throws. Aggies lead 54-29. Murphy with the ball outside, but a charging foul called on Eastern's Darius Sawyer. That's his third, as Rice again draws the Purple Heart. And the Aggies have shut out Eastern. Eastern coach Trey Sigler, I think, unhappy with that call. As Buchanan brings it back, breaks it inside, and has his shot blocked. And another foul called on Eastern. This one is going to go against Parker.
Jack, Sean is a guy we don't really talk about a whole lot, but I like him. He's steady. I think that's probably the best word I can use to describe him. He's always making positive plays when he's on the floor. And now with a chance with AJ out to play more, I think we're getting a really good chance to see, what he really has.
He was fouled on the act of shooting. He makes his first free throw. He's got 2 points at the free throw line. And that's the thing. I think a lot of young players think they have to be flashy. They have to have some kind of crazy move. But consistent, steady, that's what coaches want.
Yes, that if I know as a coach, if I know what I'm going to get from you every time I put you on the floor, I'm more likely to put you out there.
He makes both free throws. He's 3 for 3 for tonight at the stripe. Aggies at 56-29. Driving right side, Coleman, stopped by Bobbitt. Back to Murphy. Murphy, a three that misfires on the floor. The rebound goes to Buchanan. Lead pass for Rice. Rice down the lane. Layup is not good, but he's fouled. Aggies being very aggressive, driving to the basket, and they picked up several fouls here in the opening 2 minutes of this half. This one on Isaiah Murphy, and that is the 5th foul on the Greyhounds in this second half. And Jabari Rice will get 2 free throws. Rice's first attempt is good. Jabari has scored in every game this year. 5 points. I'll tell you who he kind of reminds me of, even though the skill level isn't there yet, is Steve Coulter. His enthusiasm, his personality, his attitude, that's high praise. He's not Steve Coulter athletic level yet. Steve Coulter played here in the early 80s, went on to the NBA, but just his enthusiasm, it reminds me of Stevie. Driving back right side is Parker, and a foul called on the Aggies' Ivan Arrecoitzea. That's his first.
I had a long talk with Jabari yesterday at the women's game, and I think he can be a guy that can have a chance to play at the next level. He talked about listening to Coach Jans, who was a great coach, and just his love for the game, man, is going to give him a chance to play for a long time.
2-point basket from Coleman. Coach Jans wants Jabari's defense to improve, and when that does, I'm sure his playing time will increase. Outside Bobbitt fumbles the ball. Picking the ball off the court is Kawani. Drives around Bobbitt. blocked from behind by Bobbitt. Bobbitt brings it back out. C.J. Bobbitt, right side Brown. Another three in the air from Brown. No. Short rebound run down by Keon Jones. Another real hustler is Keon Jones. Out in front to Terrell Brown. Right side to Jabari Rice. Baseline right for Bobbitt. Bobbitt brings it inside on Kawani. Little ball fake. And hook shot is not good. Tipped out by Rice. And a foul is going to be called on the Aggies on Jabari Rice. That's three on Jabari. And Muhammad Cham will enter now for New Mexico State. Aggies leading 58-31. They've outscored the Greyhounds 7-2 in the first 3 minutes of this second half. And bringing the ball back up is Maurice Coleman. Both teams in man-to-man all the way tonight. Coleman takes it left of the lane. Now to Maldonado. Maldonado from Albuquerque went to Cibola. Right side for Parker. Three-point shot short. And it goes out of bounds to New Mexico State. 1 week from tonight will be in El Paso. Pre-game coverage at 6:30. Tip-off at 7. Aggies looking to make it 9 in a row over UTEP. Clayton Henry comes on. JoJo Zamora comes back on. And Rice and Keon Jones leave. Terrell Brown will bring the ball up. It's Brown, Henry, Yvonne, Mohammed Cham, and JoJo Zamora on the court. Free throw line extended right side to Cham beyond the three-point arc. Back to Henry. Henry puts it on the floor. Left of the lane now to Terrell Brown. And an offensive foul is going to be called inside, I believe, on Yvonne. Yep. Yvonne gets the foul. That's his second. And that's 4 on the Aggies in the second half. Aggies pressing.
I love Coach Jen's enthusiasm. No, they're up 30 pretty much, and he's still going hard on the guys.
You think it was a 2-point game? And if they're up by 50, he's still going to be the same way. Coleman out in front to Kawani. Kawani lobs baseline left for Maldonado. And a traveling violation. Maldonado got the ball. Probably had a little bit too much time to think about it because then he traveled. And the Aggies get the ball back on another Eastern turnover. Aggies led at halftime, 51-29. They're up now 58-31. As Terrell Brown going to face a little one-man press in backcourt from Maurice Coleman. Beats him in the front court, going to take it down low. And as he drives underneath, stepped on the boundary. The first half, both teams got off to a good start. Kind of sluggish getting the second half started.
Yeah, and it can be like that sometimes when you're up 30. It's hard for the players to stay motivated. But as we said, Coach Jens is not going to let them lose focus here. He's going to stay on them all game.
That's for sure. Kawani drives on Cham. Hook shot not good. Cham the rebound. And Cham outlet pass now to Terrell Brown. Brown in the front court, picked up by Coleman. Out in front to Cham. Cham right side Brown. And a whistle off the ball. And a foul called, I believe, on Maldonado. That's Maldonado's fourth. Second half shooting, Eastern 1 of 7, the Aggies 1 of 4. Aggies still out rebounding the Greyhounds 28-15, but those stats confirm what we said about the slow start in the second half.
Yeah, and neither team can make a shot. It's not real fun to watch, but maybe it's just because the defense is so good.
Maybe. Lithia Dodge of Las Cruces Keys, we said focus on small things, get players in sync and build momentum. I'll let Hawk react to that in just a second as Aggies get inbound the ball. Terrell Brown lobs it inbounds to Mohammed Cham. Baseline left, he spins. Shot is blocked inside. Rebound cleared by McAllister. Well, Hawk, as far as building momentum, I'd say that's been the case. Focus on small things. What would you say, at least on the first half?
Well, they didn't turn the ball over, rebounded the ball well, played good defense, took good shots. I think those are the things that Coach Jans looks for all the time. You know, whether the ball goes in or not, sometimes that just depends on the day. But if you do those things, most of the time you're going to win a lot of games. Maurice
Coleman knocked down a three. And the last possession for Eastern, it's a 58-34 Aggie lead. Feed baseline right for Yvonne, lays it up. Once again, Yvonne, great body control, lays it off the glass. He's now got 10, 60-34 Aggies.
And that shooting percentage has definitely got to be going up tonight.
He was at 67% coming into the game. Blocking foul called on Sawyer for Eastern. That's his 4th. If we add one, what's he got now, Hawk? He's got 3 of 4.
Yeah.
So that's 75%. So he's increased it, well, I can't do the math in my head. I'm guessing around 70% from the floor.
Yeah, well, I'm going to go with you, Jack. You're a lot smarter than I am.
Well, you're nice to say that. Aggies up 60-34. Anyway, Yvonne is just about unstoppable inside. We can agree on that.
And he's been that way all season, too.
Terrell Brown takes the inbounds pass from JoJo Zamora. Aggies 60, Eastern New Mexico 34. Head of the circle, Chua. Left of the lane now for Henry. Now back to JoJo Zamora. Zamora stays outside and the whistle off the ball. And this one on New Mexico State. A blocking foul on Mohammed Cham.
They've made a lot of calls on screeners tonight. I wonder if that's something that the referees want to try to enforce.
Bobby Deibler, point of emphasis perhaps.
Yeah.
Bobby, the director of officials in the WAC. But you're right, we've seen a lot of that. As Eastern brings it back, Aggies up 60-34. Coleman takes it right of the lane against Terrell Brown. In the middle now, the ball goes to Nick Brown. Back right of the lane to Parker. To Nick Brown in the left corner. Zamora chases him defensively. Nick Brown comes across the middle. Zamora blocks the shot. Henry the rebound. Henry lead pass for JoJo. Takes it left of the lane. Now the Aggies reset. JoJo drives inside. Feeds back out to Terrell Brown. Brown comes down the lane. Hook layup not good. Chua can't get the rebound, but Eastern has it. Now Brown ties the man up. And the ball will belong to Eastern. Or rather, I guess Eastern took a timeout.
No, I think Terrell was out of bounds when he touched the ball.
Very good. So it's the Greyhounds' ball as Terrell was out of bounds. And the ball will belong to the Greyhounds, trailing 60-34. And into front court comes Maurice Coleman. Coleman against Terrell Brown. Brown forces him to his right. Out in front to McAllister. McAllister playing with a big brace on his left knee. Drives on Chua. Hands the ball back to Murphy. Murphy, a 12-footer left side, not good. Rebound cleared by Terrell Brown, or rather by Clayton Henry, outside to Terrell Brown. Brown drives in the paint, right side for Henry. Henry's 3 in the air. Yes! Clayton Henry knocks down his second 3 of the evening. 6 points tonight for him, 63-34 Aggies lead. Coleman around a screen from McAllister, throws the ball away. He thought McAllister was going to keep going, and McAllister just stopped. We've got a timeout here on the Aggies' 5 block shots, but Eastern has 4 block shots. You said they were athletic, Hawk, and as usual, you're right.
Thank you, Jack. I appreciate that. But, yeah, no, Eastern New Mexico is very athletic. They've done a good job of protecting the basket.
Chua lobs inside for McCants. Not a good pass, but Johnny recovers. Back to Henry. Henry's 3 not good. Rebound on the floor, run down by Terrell Brown. And it goes out of bounds. It goes to Chris Jans. Goes out of bounds. Touch last by Eastern. It'll be NMSU's ball.
You know, Jack, this is my first time, getting to see Johnny play at this level. He does a lot of things outside of just being athletic. He makes nice reads when he catches the ball. Like he's a playmaker from the post.
Good instincts.
Yes, great instincts.
Left of the lane, McCants, another 3 from Johnny, not good. Rebound cleared by Henry, back to Zamora. Zamora takes a 3 from the right side, not good. Henry the rebound again. Henry decides to shoot it, can't get it to go. Chua the rebound, the stick back, it goes, and he's fouled. Chua uses the glass, and you deserve a better banking experience. You'll always receive a fast, friendly service at First Savings Bank. That's First Savings Bank, and the bank is open for member FDIC equal housing lender at First Savings Bank. Chua gets the basket, and he'll get 1 free throw. And Eli's throw is not good. Rebound cleared by Kawani. Eli, though, this year doing a good job at the line coming into the game, 87%. He's now got 8 points in the game, all from the floor. Coleman left of the lane, picked up by Terrell Brown, 65-34 Aggies. McCants rejects Dang inside. Back now to Henry to the hoop. His layup is good. Johnny McCants, his 3rd block of the game, and New Mexico State University turns that into another 2. On the move, Coleman for Eastern. In the left corner for Murphy. Murphy hits a three. So Isaiah Murphy's first points in the second half. He's got 12. And Terrell Brown brings the Aggies into front court. Brown right of the lane, gets a screen from Chua. Left side for McCants. Now to JoJo Zamora. Zamora looks to penetrate, cannot. Puts up a 15-footer and hits it. JoJo wanted to get inside. When he saw he couldn't, he decided just to shoot from that spot.
When you open, you got to take your shot. And he did what he's supposed to do. He knocked it down.
69-37, New Mexico State the lead. And Maurice Coleman on the move for Eastern. Cut off by Brown. Left of the lane for Nick Brown. Nick Brown's three, not good. Rebound cleared by the Aggies. Terrell Brown. Terrell Brown, lob for Zamora, slashing to the hoop. Can't get the shot. Now to Henry, back to JoJo. JoJo in the right corner. Three attempt, not good. Rebound tipped out of bounds, and it belongs to New Mexico State. 10:59 to go in this game. New Mexico State University up on Eastern, 69-37 on the Cisparo scoreboard. Aggies on top, 69-37. In the second half, they have made 6 of 17 from the floor. Eastern 3 of 13. The Aggies have doubled up Eastern plus 37-18 on the boards. Terrell Brown to inbound the ball. Inbounds to Eli, reverse layup good. Chua now has 10 points. And the Aggies are up 71-37. Chua has been consistent this year. Jumper right side from Nick Brown, a three is good. But I think Eli really dedicated himself over the summer to come out to having a good senior year. It's showing here in the first half of the season.
It is, and I still feel like he probably has a little bit more that he can give. I really want him to get back to that all-conference player.
Double-double machine that he was.
Right.
Three-point shot from Henry on the right side, not good. Rebound cleared by Eastern. And back come the Greyhounds. Fast break pass for Dane Kawani, and he lays it in.
But one thing that with Eli that I seen yesterday watching practice was that he's been a leader. He's really been leading the guys. He's the senior. I think JoJo might be a senior as well, but he's been here the longest, so he's really leading these guys.
Pass from McCants to Zamora is stolen by Nick Brown. Brown's three-point shot not good. Gets his own rebound. Shoots over McCants and hits it. And being a leader is something a little different from Eli as well, because as you've said, he's kind of laid back. He's from Southern California and is kind of content to go with the flow sometimes. But as a senior, you gotta take that leadership role.
Definitely.
Henry outside is blocked and fouled by the Greyhounds. Mengistu Youngcore. On Youngcore, that's number 1. On the Greyhounds, that is their 9th team foul. And it's a 1-on-1 opportunity. Aggie's going to bring on, again, 4 players. And another one if Henry makes the free throws. So the Aggies bring back Mohammed Cham, Jabari Rice, Sean Buchanan, Ivan Arrecoitzea, and waiting to come on. We'll wait and see as Clayton Henry has a 1-and-1. Clayton this year, 75% at the stripe. And his first throw is good. So he earns the bonus. Henry had double figures once this year against UTEP. He had 14. And this throw is not good. He's got double figures again tonight with 11. Rebound cleared by Sawyer, and back comes Eastern. Aggie 72, Eastern 44. Sherrod right of the lane, feeds back across the middle. It goes to Brown. Brown comes down the lane, and a collision. And Ivan Arrecoitzea draws the Purple Heart, and the charge called on Nick Brown. On Brown, that's number 1. And Barrick Jean-Louis will come on. Well, he wants to come on for the Aggies.
2 fouls, Eastern New Mexico. Number 1, Nick Brown, his first 10th team foul. And a technical foul, his second.
So Brown gets a common foul and a technical foul. And Sean Buchanan misses the free throw. So Sean will stay at the line. So Brown apparently lost his temper. Next throw good for Buchanan. Buchanan 4 of 5 at the stripe tonight. He's done all the scoring there. It was a player control foul, so no free throws off of the common foul or the player control foul. And 73-44, the Aggies lead, and Sean Buchanan will bring it back. Barrett Jean-Louis on the court now for NMSU. He replaced Henry. Jean-Louis takes the ball right of the lane, hands it off to Rice. Rice back left side for Buchanan to Rice. Rice around a screen from Yvonne. Plants, puts up a three, short. And a fight for the rebound inside. Foul called on the Aggies, Jabari Rice. And that's his fourth. So Rice now in danger of fouling out. Sean Buchanan stays in backcourt to kind of dog Sherrod. Now he backs off. Aggies up by 29 in this game. They led at halftime 51-29. They're up now 73-44. Sherrod right of the lane against Buchanan. Kind of burrows into him, can't make any progress. Now picks up his dribble. Bounce pass tipped by Chom, recovered inside. Layup tried not good from Brown, cleared by Yvonne. Back now to Buchanan, to Rice, falling down, gets the ball back to Buchanan. Throws the ball out of bounds off the Eastern player. Great play by Rice to keep the ball in bounds, and then Buchanan keeps it in the Aggies' possession by ricocheting the ball out of bounds off of a Greyhound. 8:31 to go in this game. Rice inbounds the ball to Buchanan. Aggies, H.J. Harris, bad ankle tonight. That's why he has not played. Left of the lane for Rice. Brings it across the middle. Now goes back to his left. Bounce pass to Buchanan, cutting to the hoop. Instead feeds to Chom, now to Buchanan. Out on top for Jean-Louis. Comes down the lane, jams! Whoa! All the way from Lehigh Acres with that one. 75-44 Aggies. Yeah, is that a freshman?
Yes, he's a freshman, and he's a high flyer, too. I've seen him do some stuff in pickup sometimes.
That was impressive. A foul on the floor before the drive by Parker. The foul called on the Aggies, Ivan Arecoitzea. That's his third. And we've got a timeout on the Cisparo scoreboard. 75-44 Aggies. 3 players in double figures. Eli Chua with 10, Terrell Brown 12, and Ivan Arecoitzea with 10. You know, Brown hasn't scored since like the first 3 minutes of the first half.
Yeah, and we've seen that with a couple players this year. I think, what was that, versus UTEP, Clayton did the same thing, where he had a big first half and then, kind of, well, I don't know if he cooled off or it's just, the way the rotation
had a different role.
Yeah, but that's a good thing. They all play together, and it seems like everybody's happy, so it's a good thing.
Parker's free throw attempt is not good. He misses the front end of the 1-and-1. Chom the rebound back to Buchanan. Buchanan right of the lane around a screen from Yvonne. Comes down the lane, bounce pass back to Yvonne. Yvonne can't get the shot off baseline right, going to bring it inside. Hook shot with the right hand is good. Oh, look at his stat number. Yvonne, 4 of 5 from the floor. And in the game, he's got 12 points. In the right corner, the ball goes to Parker. Inside a nice feed, and Emili lays it in. 77-46 Aggies lead. Yvonne now has equaled his personal point best as an Aggie with 12. Buchanan, right of the lane for Jean-Louis. Hands it off to Buchanan. Buchanan brings the ball to the free throw line. Jumper from there is going to be short. And the rebound comes out long to Coleman. Coleman lead pass for Murphy. Down the lane, a layup is good from Emili. So Chukwuka Emili with 2 straight baskets, 77-48. The Greyhounds trail the Aggies outside Chom. Chom driving on Parker. Takes the ball right side, now goes back to his left. Bounce pass to Yvonne. Yvonne brings it down low. Another hook shot misses. And a tangled mess inside for the rebound as Jabari Rice and Maurice Coleman tangle up. And fouls on Jabari, and that's it. Jabari fouls out with 6:38 to go in the game. Rice leaves with 6 points. And that is the 8th team foul on New Mexico State. Let's go back and look at the rest of his stat line here. 6 points, just 1 rebound, a steal. And a 1-and-1 attempt, not good from Coleman. So Eastern has cooled off at the free throw line in this second half. They've missed both attempts. Aggies lead 77-48. Buchanan to Keon Jones. Jones replacing Jabari Rice. Driving right side, Buchanan. And now brings it back out on top as he and Muhammad Cham trade places. Left side for Keon Jones. His three is not good. Rebound saved in bounds by Yvonne. It goes to Keon. Keon brings it inside as the Aggies reset the offense. Back now to Sean Buchanan. Buchanan takes the ball left of the lane. Bounce pass and a jam by Jean-Louis again and a foul. Barrick Jean-Louis, another slam dunk, fouled by Sawyer. It's hard to stop the Aggies just like it's hard to stop a train. Call for your free quote on a new train heating and cooling system from your hometown pros, Sun City Plumbing and Heating. It's a good thing you know Sun City. Pardon me, Jean-Louis, another highlight reel dunk.
You know, one good thing, Jack, with all these young guys, and now they're getting this experience, and it definitely leaves me excited. Is all these guys, a lot of these guys, will be back next year. So, you know, just them getting the opportunity to play, and having the opportunity to watch them grow, and seeing them in the years to come, I'm very excited.
Foul was on Sawyer. He fouls out with 6:03 to go in the game. He did not score a point. Jean-Louis makes the free throw, so he completes the three-point play, and now he's got 7 points. That's a personal best as an Aggie. 80-48, New Mexico State the lead. Coleman, alley-oop lob inside for Emili. His layup is good, and he's fouled inside, I believe, by Ivan Arrecoetzea. No, it's Keon Jones. Jones gets the foul. And Chukuka Emili to the free throw line for one attempt. Emili, a 65% free throw shooter, makes that. He scored the last 7 points for Eastern. 80-51, Aggies lead. In front court, Terrell Brown. Brown hands the ball off to Jean-Louis. Jean-Louis around the screen from Yvonne, back to Terrell Brown. Brown a three from the right side, not good. Long rebound comes out to Emili. Emili lead pass. And in the front court, the ball goes to Coleman. He is held and fouled by New Mexico State's Terrell Brown. Well, our Johnston's Ace Hardware Trivia Quiz question, Terrell Brown started hot, and we asked who has made the most threes by an Aggie in this building. It's co-held by Terry Bennett and Eric Channing. However, that's not the most by an individual, as Coleman makes his first free throw. Justin Hawkins reminded me that J.C. Carroll made 10 threes. J.C., a great shooter, great player for Utah State. Coleman's next free throw not good. He makes 1 of 2. Yvonne the rebound. Aggies up 80-52. Brown in the front court. So if you knew that Eric Channing and Terry Bennett each had 9 threes, you knew the answer to our Johnston's Ace Hardware Trivia Quiz question. Cham left of the lane, gets the ball back to Jean-Louis. Barrick puts up a 3, and it's not good. Rebound tipped by Cham, won't go down. Muhammad tries to save it in bounds, but he cannot. And with 5:08 to go in the game, Eastern has the ball back. Barrick really feeling it now. You can tell that he's got some confidence. Those dunks, taking threes, trying to be a part of it all.
No, he definitely is, and that's, like I said, it's good as a freshman to get out here and get an opportunity to really show what he can do. Even though he's limping around now, I don't know what happened, but I'm happy for him to get out here and have a real opportunity today. Driving
right side, Murphy. Murphy is fouled by Terrell Brown, and that's 4 on Terrell. JoJo Zamora about to come back for New Mexico State. A.J. Harris, a tender ankle, not playing tonight. 2 free throws for Isaiah Murphy. Murphy, 4 of 5 at the stripe. Murphy, 13 points tonight. And his free throw is not good. Murphy in double figures for the 3rd time this year. Now Jean-Louis leaves. He's replaced by JoJo Zamora. Aggies lost Jabari Rice to fouls. Eastern lost Zach Parker to fouls. Next free throw is good. And so the Chick-fil-A deal is not in effect yet, as Murphy makes 1 of 2. Eastern pressing. Keon Jones against the press to Terrell Brown across the timeline. Aggies 80, Eastern 53, with 4:42 to go in this game. Zamora left of the lane to Cham, down low for Brown, and he is fouled. as the second half has been a parade of fouls. This one called on Maurice Coleman. Terrell Brown will go to the free throw line for 2 attempts. Both teams in the double bonus. Terrell hits his first. Brown has been in double figures every game but one, and that was against St. Mary's. Tonight he's got 13, now 14 points. 82-53 New Mexico State. Coleman going to walk the ball up for the Greyhounds. Aggies 3-1. 1 week from tonight they play in El Paso, and Coleman throws the ball away. He was leading Murphy by too much. And now Robert Brown comes on for Ivan Arrecoitsea. And I have a feeling that's going to be it tonight for Ivan. Another good performance for the young man from Madrid, Spain. 12 points. And that is his third double-figure scoring game for the Aggies. Brown against pressure, breaks it with a pass to Zamora. They trap Zamora in the middle for Brown. Right side now to Keon. Keon brings it inside, finger roll, no. And the rebound on the floor cleared by Eastern. Back comes Parker. Zach Parker out of backcourt. Drives on Zamora. Zamora knocks the ball away. Parker gets it back. Feeds inside, taken away by Zamora. Zamora lead pass for Terrell Brown. And as the Aggies come to the other end, Keon Jones was injured on the last offensive side. He's lying prone beneath the basket. And so Barrick Jean-Louis will replace him. And we've got a stoppage here as they're going to administer to Keon. Aggie basketball brought to you by Wells Fargo, proud supporter of New Mexico State Athletics. Wells Fargo has a renewed focus on their customers and community. Established 1852, reestablished in 2018. And Keon's going to get up and going to get a bit of a round of applause. He's going to be replaced by Barrick Jean-Louis. And Keon's kind of hobbling.
I don't know if he turned the ankle or what, but hopefully he's okay.
Dr. William Baker and Zach Witherspoon helping Keon off. I'm down 4 pounds, Hawk. Want to see Dr. Baker today? I'm down 4 pounds.
That's good. I know you have been talking about seeing him. You was kind of worried about that.
Well, I wanted to be down more, but he said 4 was okay, just a good start. So
right,
got to be consistent.
That's it. That's the key.
Inbounds to Terrell Brown, 82-53 Aggies lead. Brown drives right side, hands it off to Zamora. Zamora goes back to his right to Brown. 3 from the right corner, no. Rebound tipped around and recovered by Emili. And back come the Greyhounds. 3:47 left in this game. Coleman in front court. Left side for Murphy, back outside to Coleman. Coleman has to retrieve the ball by the midcourt line. Jojo Zamora playing off Coleman. Takes the ball left of the lane, 3-point shot, good. Sean Buchanan waiting to come back on for the Aggies. Coleman now with 12 points. And Brown ahead to Zamora. Zamora back to Terrell Brown. And the Aggies out of backcourt finally. Goes to Jean-Louis left of the lane. Jean-Louis drives, now brings it back outside. And he wants to get the ball to Brown, but they won't let him. Jean-Louis drives. Right corner for Cham. His 3 in the air. Good! Mohamed Cham knocks down his second 3 of the night. He's got 8, 85-56 Aggies lead with 3 minutes to go in this game. In front court, Maurice Coleman. Zigzags down the lane, now feeds back to Kawani, or rather Emili, and Emili hits the 3. So Chukuka Emili now with 12 points. 9 in the second half, 84-59 Aggies. Brown takes the ball left of the lane. Now to Zamora. Zamora gets a screen from Robert Brown. In the right corner for Jean-Louis. His 3 is not good. Tipped at, won't fall. Rebound cleared by Emili. Back to Coleman. Lead pass for Kawani. Shot is not good, but we've got a foul called on Robert Brown. A correction on Mohamed Cham. On Cham, that's 2, and we've got a timeout on the Sisbaro scoreboard. In the game, the Aggies have made, got a new stat sheet here. 38% from the floor, Eastern 40%. Aggies out rebounding the Greyhounds by 17. And you said work on the little things, Hawk. Have you seen that tonight from the Aggies?
I have. They've done a good job of keeping the turnovers down. Only got 10. Winning the glass. almost by 20 here. They have 19 offensive rebounds. That's a lot. And they've done a good job of playing good defense and causing Eastern to turn the ball over.
Kawani missed his first free throw, so the Chick-fil-A deal's in play. Kawani's next throw is good, so no free chicken yet. Also, the team is pretty much, it appears to me, stuck to the game plan. Games like this with kind of blowouts, you kind of do silly things. Teams kind of do silly things. Aggies really haven't done that. Of course, that's not what Chris Jans wants either.
No, he's definitely not going to allow that to happen. I think he uses the same motto that my coach Rick Majerus used: was you can never accept anything in a loss that you wouldn't in a win. So.
Okay. Zamora with the ball right in the lane. That's a good thing to remember. Zamora right, very knowledgeable man, obviously, Rick Majerus. 3-point shot good from Jean-Louis. Barrick now with 10, and the Aggies lead 88-60. Into front court, it's Sherrod, left of the lane for McAllister. Hands the ball off to Yonkor, now to Maldonado. Left side McAllister fakes the three, now takes the three, and it spins in. So Bryce McAllister, a young man from Artesia, hits his first points of the night, 88-63 Aggies. 1:37 to go in this game. Sean Buchanan working on Sherrod. Stays right in the lane. And now goes back to his left. Gets the ball to JoJo Zamora. Zamora to Chom. Chom a three from the right side. Off the back iron, not good. Rebound cleared by Buchanan, and it's knocked away. Chom dives on the floor to get it. Eastern comes away with it. Maldonado returns the ball to Sherrod. 1:14 to go in the game. Aggies 88, and Sherrod called for a charge. Aggies 88, Eastern 63, and Sherrod has his first foul. And the Aggies will bring it back up with 1:11 to go. 88-63, the story on the Sesbaro scoreboard. Guessing the Aggies are going to use all the shot clock this time.
As they should. And then that last play, Sean, that was a great play by him. He's just, I love him how he plays. He's like an old school point guard, runs the team, does all the little things, takes charges, makes sure that all his guys are involved. Great addition for the Aggies this year.
Robert Brown has the ball baseline left. Turnaround hook shot is good. And Robert Brown has scored his first points as an Aggie. And New Mexico State University now up 90-63.
So has everybody scored tonight?
C.J. Bobbitt has not. He's the only Aggie who's not scored tonight. And foul as Eastern comes back. It's on Sean Buchanan. That's his third. At the free throw line, Garrick Sherrod for 2. He's 2 of 2 tonight. And he makes this free throw. So Bobbitt, the only player not to score. Eli Chu in double figures. Ivan Arekoitse in double figures. Barrick Jean-Louis in double figures. And Sherrod's next free throw is good. He's a good free throw shooter. Aggies 90, Eastern 65. There's a 4-second separation between the shot clock and time remaining. And so the Aggies have to take some kind of shot. In front court, Zamora. Right side, Brown. Brown wants to back it in. Hook shot is not good, but he's fouled. And the foul is called on Garrick Sherrod. So the freshman from Dallas will get 2 free throws. Again, this is a different kind of team. I've said this each time, and that this is not a Zach Laughlin's going to score. Jamario Jones is going to get all the rebounds, and everyone else is going to kind of do something. Everyone's doing something, and quite a lot this year.
No, it's definitely a well-balanced team. Coming to the game, you never know who's going to be the leading scorer or leading rebounder or leading assist guy. They kind of adopted an attitude of everybody just does it together. Big team, little me.
3-point shot not good from Yonkor. Robert Brown made his free throws at the other end. And that'll do it. We're done here. The final score, New Mexico State University defeats Eastern New Mexico 92-65 tonight in the Pan Am Center.